Hi, my name is Brennan Hightower, Career Counselor at Parkland College. In today's presentation, we will cover tips on how to utilize LinkedIn for your job search. But before we continue, let's talk about what LinkedIn is. LinkedIn is a professional platform that hosts over 600 million professional profiles. It's an excellent resource for those who are seeking internships or jobs. In addition to this, LinkedIn allows you to build your resume using the Resume Builder right from your profile, as well as begin networking with professionals in your desired field. With all that in mind, let's get started. If you don't have a profile, you want to make sure that you join now or join with your resume. If you already have a profile, go ahead and sign in. Once you're in, the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you add a professional looking photo. Make sure that you don't use any selfies. Another thing to keep in mind is that profiles with photos are 14 times more likely to be found in searches. Once your profile photo has been added, you want to make sure that you complete your introduction section by using this edit button here. In this section, you can add your name, your headline, your current position, education, location, as well as industry. The bottom section allows for you to add a URL or email so that you can be contacted. But before we leave this section, let's talk about the headline. This section is extremely important. You want to stand out with a headline that describes how you want to be known on LinkedIn. Use your area of study and or your career ambitions. Many employers do keyword searches to find profiles that contain the skill sets that they're seeking in potential hires. And if you're a little unsure, go ahead and check out profiles of people who hold the job that you'd like to get and see which keywords they're using. Once you have this section completed, make sure that you save it before you move on to the next section. But before we move on, I want to show you the headline that I have chosen to use. So for mine, I have career counselor, instructor, content creator, and podcaster. Beneath that, I've listed a one-sentence mission statement. My purpose is to inspire others to be happy, live their best lives possible, and achieve their dreams. It doesn't matter what title I choose here, my purpose remains the same. Beneath your introduction information, you have a very important section here, especially if you are actively seeking. This section here can only be seen by recruiters, so it's not visible on your actual profile. To edit this section, you click the Edit button and edit your job preferences. Here, you can select up to 5 job titles as well as 5 job locations. If you're actively applying, click Immediately. I'm actively applying. If you're just casually browsing, select Flexible. Below this, you can put your job types. So if you're seeking an internship, be sure to add internship. If you're looking for full-time and remote work, click that. You can click as many as you're interested in. Whatever you choose, make sure that you save the information before moving on. Next is your About section. This section actually populates as your professional summary or career objective when you use the Resume Builder. You want to write a brief summary describing your professional background and aspirations. You want to describe your skills and abilities in short bursts of keyword-rich text. And if you have a lot, make sure that you break it down with bullet points. Beneath this section is the Featured section. This section is optional. However, it has a lot of value because you can actually showcase more of your work. For example, if you click the plus button, you can add posts, articles, links to web content, as well as media by uploading photos, documents, or presentations. For myself, I've chosen a professional brand infographic based on my resume and LinkedIn presence. Below the featured section is your dashboard. Again, this part is private to you, just like the recruiter section. You can see who's viewed your profile, how many post views you have, as well as search appearances. For search appearances, if you are actively seeking, you really want to rank higher. To rank higher, you want to make sure that you have an optimized profile. An optimized profile will show as All-Star. You also want to make sure that you're active on LinkedIn each day. This can be by updating your profile. This could be messaging. This could be sharing information. So just make sure that you're active and make sure that your profile is optimized. Below is your activity section, which just shows your activity while on LinkedIn. Now we're to experience. You want to list all your work experience along with brief descriptions of each role. Here is an example of my section for experience, and I've also taken the opportunity to add additional information just like the featured section. So here I have links as well as additional media. As you move down, you want to list the schools and colleges that you've attended. What's great about LinkedIn is that it helps you connect with former colleagues and networking contacts who may be able to help you find a job. So make sure that you're interacting through your messages. Below that is an option to add your licenses and certifications as well as a volunteer experience. The next section is skills. You want to add at least 5 skills to your profile. If you're unsure of what skills to add, again, you can check out profiles of other people in the field, use the keywords that they use, but you want to make sure they're true to you. If you're still a little uncertain, take the skill quiz. The assessments are listed here, and once you've completed that skill will be added to your LinkedIn profile. The final section is recommendations. If you're active on LinkedIn and have collaborated with someone or they know of you, they may go ahead and give you a recommendation. If not, you can ask for recommendations and endorsements from colleagues, clients, managers, professors, classmates, etc. Next, you want to scroll up and you want to edit your URL. You want to make sure that you customize it to something that is recognizable. You could use your name or even a shortened version of your name. You can put the URL on your website, your resume, your email signature, or business cards to make sure that you drive traffic to your LinkedIn profile. If you click contact information, it will show you your profile URL as well as your email address that you used in the introduction. Lastly, you want to make sure that your profile is error-free. Don't include photos, comments, or information you wouldn't want a potential employer to see. Lastly, you want to make sure that you establish your LinkedIn presence by staying connected. Don't forget to reach out, interact, and message others. Ideas are that you can update your status about major projects you've completed, professional books or articles that you're reading, or maybe even professional successes that you've had. This lets your contacts know what you're doing and serves as a sign of activity for potential employers. But before we conclude this presentation, let's quickly take a look at how to search for jobs. At the top row, you want to make sure that you click the Jobs button. From there, you can search by title, skill, or company, as well as city, state, and zip code. In the next presentation, we will cover how to utilize the Resume Builder as well as keywords. Have a great day.